Good morning, Tucker. It's a brand new day. Come on. Good morning. Oh, big stretch. Big stretch. Oh my goodness. It's a brand new day. Hey everyone, it's Lexie. Welcome to another reading vlog. So it's a little bit after 9 o'clock on Friday morning. I just finished with my shower and I'm all set and ready to go to kind of start my day. But I'm very excited for the reading that I'll be doing this weekend. So I'm planning, I think it's possible to have like 3 books, finish 2 and kind of one that I'm kind of continuing throughout the month of February. But I think it's possible to finish 2, possibly 3 books, so that is exciting, and I'll kind of go over that after this little clip here. But essentially today, this morning, like I said, I kind of am ready to go, and so I need to read over my paper and for my one class, and then I need to create the figure with all of the graphs in it. So I need to do all that stuff, and then there wasn't any people haven't submitted any homework for the one class that I'm TAing in, so as of yesterday, so I'll see if any come in today, and if they do, I'll grade those. And then yeah, it'll just kind of be a busy day getting my paper out of the way, and then on Monday during my office hours, because no one comes to my office hours, I had one student come though this week, and that was exciting, but for the most part no one really comes, so I'll use that time to make my presentation for it. But as long as the paper's out of the way, that's like the main thing, so just need to get that out of the way and then grade. And then I'm still waiting for my advisor to get back on some of the revisions that I made on the paper, like the journal paper that we submitted. So yeah, I have that, so it'll be a busy day. But I didn't realize until like this morning that the Super Bowl is on Sunday, so I guess there's that as well. This shows you how little I care about football in general, so I don't know what our plan is for that, but it'll be good. But overall, I'm really excited for the books that I'll be reading this month, and I'll quickly share those with you right now. Alrighty, so these are the books that I am currently reading right now. So I was a rebel last night and I stayed up until 11 reading this book. I read honestly like 250 pages yesterday. I couldn't put it down. I'm really liking it so far, and I was super excited for this. It just came out on Tuesday, and I'm really liking it so far. But it essentially follows this girl named Elsa who was never loved by her parents, and one day when she's 25, she ends up making a mistake with this one guy, and she ends up having to marry someone that doesn't love her, and it kind of goes off from there. They lived during the Great Depression on a drought, that's during a drought on the farm in northern Texas, and like the Panhandle area, wherever that is. My American geography isn't the best, but it kind of goes off from there, and there's her story. I've had so much anxiety reading this because it's not a feel-good book. I just have so much anxiety reading it. It's very much a book about survival, and it's giving me a tremendous amount of anxiety. So I have about like 80 pages, so if I could finish this today, actually, like, that would be ideal. And so this is the other book that I've been reading throughout February. So during the work week, I read 1 chapter a day, but on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, I read 2 chapters. So this will be one I will be kind of reading throughout the reading vlog, because it is quite large and it's very difficult to read just how, you know, people have been treated and how these racist ideologies came about in America. It's very difficult to kind of read just how terrible it is. And so it follows 4 like major people that were part of this movement. So I'm in the first part right now and I'm really enjoying it. And so these are the other 2 books that I think, if I put my mind to it, because the Super Bowl is on Sunday and I never watch football anyway, so that's like 3 to 4 hours dedicated to just reading. So yeah, these ones are also fairly short too, so I think I could honestly just finish these 3 books this weekend. But yeah, these are also kind of memoirs about kind of racism in America and all those things. So I've heard really great things about it. You guys have been talking about this in the comments as well, so I'm really excited for these to pick them up, and I think they'll be relatively quick reads as well. So I have high expectations for all the ones that I'm, you know, in the process of reading this weekend. Alrighty, so now that I've showed you everything that I want to read, I'm going to quickly head downstairs now, do my commute to work, and kind of get started. But another thing I want to finish this weekend is I'm almost done my sister's cardigan that I've been sewing or crocheting since like early December. So I'm almost done. I just have to do like the ribbing that goes around like the front, and then I'll be done and like sew that together. So it's actually turned out really good. It was my first kind of foray into kind of clothes making with crocheting, and I was really nervous, but it's actually turned out really good. And her birthday is March 1st, so I will be ahead, like I'll have it done early, and I already got her book for her. I got her, what is it, the new, we'll just go and get it because I don't remember, but I saw she loves The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas, and so I saw that kind of like a prequel version was coming out, so I got her a signed copy of Concrete Rose, so I think she will like it. So her birthday is already basically done now, so I feel very good about that. But yeah, I will finish her cardigan, and I definitely will show you guys. It took me a really long time, but I really like how it turned out. But yeah, that is kind of my general plans and goals for the weekend. So yeah, now I have to go to work. So if you guys are curious what my paper looks like, it's essentially this. Like, it's not too bad. Like, this is just the code and the results section. So it's basically just like a regular research paper, and I based it on genetic drift, if you guys are familiar with this. So these are the tables that I've already made, and then I need to add 5 more of these little graphs here, but I will show you. I am terrible at coding. Like, I hate coding. I was never good at it. I don't think they do a good job of teaching it in school, or at least at my university that I was at. And this is like the base code, which is 24 lines, and this honestly took me a day and a half to write because I am not good at coding. But yeah, it did do what it was supposed to do. So it shows how basically a gene will change over time. So if it has a 25% chance of, you know, being in the being passed down to the offspring, like, this shows how over the generations it changes in kind of the percentage of like it occurring. So it does what it's supposed to do. So I feel very accomplished about that. But 24 lines of code took literally a day and a half. But on a brighter note, I have made these little Baby Yoda book sleeves, so I'll link them in the description bar to my Etsy shop. But I have more of these, but I was like, this fabric is literally so hard to find. It was like literally trying to find toilet paper in the beginning of the pandemic, but I found it. It's been sold out everywhere online, but I saw that it was in stock in the Michaels near our house, so I like ran there and got it. But I was like, it's so cute. I don't understand what goes on in that show, but I just know Baby Yoda is cute. So if you guys want to see what more of the like kind of book sleeve patterns I have, I will link them down below. But yes, I have to read over my paper now.
Alrighty guys, so it is lunchtime now. I went upstairs. I wasn't really hungry actually, so I don't think I'm gonna eat right away. But I did see that this package was delivered and I honestly was so excited for it. So it is a order from David's Tea. So David's tea will forever be like my first love. Really, like I love tea so much, and now I've been getting into matcha. So I did a big order of some matcha here. So basically I use my frequent steeper like points where you get 2 free, or you get like 2 ounces of tea free. And because me and my sister just combine our orders together, there was a lot of free tea. So I think I didn't actually, like, I think this is literally like I had to pay like $20 basically because I had mostly frequent steeper points. So I'm really excited. So because I actually just finished my vanilla matcha this morning, so I was like, it was good it was supposed to be delivered because it did take a while to kind of ship, but nevertheless I'm still very excited for this. So I'm going to quickly kind of show you some of the items that I got. Alrighty, so like I said, a lot of this was free. So I think I only paid for the red velvet tea and like the birthday cake. So like those things, like I've made the frequent steeper points apply to the matcha because it is the most expensive. So let's go ahead and open this up. So right off the bat I have a few ounces of a red velvet cake. This is like honestly my favorite tea of theirs, and they discontinued it like a long time ago, and then they brought it back online, and then they discontinued it online, and then they brought it back this Christmas season. And so I like jumped on the bandwagon. I was like, this is the best thing ever, like I'm so excited. So I have like a good stockpile already downstairs in the basement, but I was like, you never know, so I was like, might as well include it, and then like that money goes towards like future frequent steeper free tea points. So I have some of those. So next up I have the raspberry matcha, so I got 2 of those, and I've tried this one before. So when I was initially getting into matcha, my sister had the peach one, which I liked, and then I ordered a vanilla one and raspberry one to kind of start out and kind of see how I feel about it, but I really liked it, so I ordered another one of the raspberry matcha as well because I used that one up relatively quickly. And then I also got a mojito matcha, which was on sale because I think they're discontinuing this one, but I was really excited because I do love mojitos. Like those are like my favorite like mixed drinks, so I was like, you know what, it will be nice to have a, you know, non-alcoholic version that I can have throughout the day. So I'm very intrigued with this. I think I'm gonna try it now because I know I am still pretty tired from not going to bed at my normal time, so it will be good to have like a little extra caffeine kick. But I'm happy that they've included like the tags for these because it helps to kind of organize the tins and just kind of figure it out. So next I got some birthday cake, which is my go-to like decaf tea. I usually have some red velvet every morning, and that's like my caffeine one, but it will, like after one's like my cutoff time for caffeine, so then birthday cake is my go-to for the you know, non-caffeinated ones. And then there is some more red velvet because I was like, this makes me so happy. And so next, oh, this is more of the mojito matcha, and then I got some blueberry matcha as well, which I thought would be like a good, I usually like blueberry flavored things, so I'm very excited. So I think there's probably more scattered throughout here, but I also got a blueberry matcha. Yeah, here's the other blueberry matcha as well, and then I got some more vanilla matcha, which I really like. This is the one, I don't really like the fruity ones in like to like mix in with oat milk, but I do like the vanilla matcha mixed in with oat milk, so that is good. So I got 2 of those, and then a little bit more of the red velvet as well because like I said, it is my favorite, and it's very, I guess, like I'm always scared that they're going to discontinue it because they've done it twice. And then they had a promotion for Valentine's Day, so if you ordered, I guess like 50 grams, or I think it was 4 ounces of tea, then you got a free tin for everyone. So because I did that for a few of the teas, I got like 6 of them, which I'm happy because I did have a big box with all of these that they've shipped in the past, but I have no idea where it went. So I'm like, I'm happy now that I have a few tins now that I can put my matcha in, because the matcha is hard to scoop out of like these packages, so I'm happy that I have like a place to put them, and I also have the labels, so this is like ideal. So I think I'm gonna mix myself some mojito matcha and then kind of, you know, go about the rest of my day. I finished doing all of the figures for everything, so I'll just continue doing some grading as it comes in and all that fun stuff. Alrighty everyone, so it is 10:30 now on Saturday morning. I've been up for a little bit. I didn't sleep well last night, so I'm very tired right now. Couldn't fall asleep till probably like 2 a.m. and then I was up again at 6, so I'm tired. You know, when you're tired and your eyes burn, that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. But yesterday I did manage to finish the 4 Winds by Kristen Hanna, and it was honestly so good, so heartbreaking. I think like the biggest takeaway from this was how anxious it made me feel. I was totally transported into these characters' situations and their hardship, and everything they had to go through was totally heartbreaking, and everything they were trying to do is just to survive. And it was honestly like, I just felt like so much dread reading it because I was waiting for something to happen, but I was totally transported to like the Depression era during the Dust Bowl, which I didn't really learn about. Like I have a very kind of spotted American history because we were back and forth a lot in the US and Canada, so my American history isn't the best, but it was really shocking learning about, like, not only was there this economic crisis going on, but also like these people who like were farmers, were relying on, you know, the land, and there was this huge drought, and so many people emigrated to the West, and they were just treated horribly by like fellow Americans, and that was so heartbreaking. But yeah, I would give this a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I think it was very captivating. Kristen Hanna does a very good job at showing different female narratives, which ultimately center around survival. And so I really like those. Like I said, I didn't even read the synopsis when I got it because I was just like stove in, so it kind of took me by surprise because I didn't know what to expect, but it was just an amazing book. And as always, there's always a tier or two when it comes to a Kristen Hanna book. So yes, this was a very solid read. I enjoyed it a lot, so I'm very pleased with that. But yeah, so I finished that, and then I also finished my sister's cardigan, which I'll show you after this. So that was good. But like I said, I didn't sleep well last night, so I got up and I did some grading and then just kind of hung out. I wrote my review for this on Goodreads, so that is good. And I think next I'm going to read my 2 chapters in Stamped from the Beginning, and then I'm going to pick up I'm Still Here by Austin Channing Brown, which was the biggest out of like these kind of short books, so I want to get the big one out of the way. But if I can finish this today and then pick up Between the World and Me and finish that tomorrow, like that would be like the best case scenario. So that's what I'm kind of aiming for today. But it is very sunny out today, but it's very deceiving. It's like minus like 15 out, so it's very cold. So I know I have to let my car run for a little bit, usually because I've been at school, like, and I don't go anywhere. I'm always at home, so I have to kind of let my car run at least once a week, and I take it around the neighborhood just to have it run for a bit. So I'll do that as well. But yeah, it'll just be a nice kind of relaxing Sunday, especially or Saturday, because I'm very tired. So it'll be good reading wise and all that, so it'll be good. But I'm excited to pick this up and read the next 2 chapters in Stamped from the Beginning. In particular, I really like it because I'm in the second part now, so the first part deals with kind of how I think his name was Cotton Mather, who was the one who kind of used religion as a way to justify slavery. And so now we're focusing on Thomas Jefferson and kind of that era, which I kind of know a little bit more about that history. So this one, and I'm not religious myself, and I don't really know the differences between like Christian and Catholic. Like I don't, so that part was a little confusing, but I'm interested for like this part now, so it'll be good. But yeah, it's a nice sunny day outside, all that fun stuff. So but very cold, so I'm just going to use this time to read. Everyone, so it's a little bit after 9 o'clock now on Sunday morning. I am up and finished brushing my teeth, but essentially because I was so tired yesterday. I went to bed at like 8:30 and I slept almost 12 hours. Like that's how tired I was. So I feel very refreshed and kind of ready to take on my day. Yesterday, like, you know, when you're so tired your eyes just kind of like burn. That's how I was. So we literally just like vegged the whole day and just kind of hung out. So despite all that, I was able to finish I'm Still Here by Austen Channing Brown, which I did enjoy. It wasn't my favorite. It's hard rating memoirs because everyone's experience is valid and they are entitled to kind of sharing their own stories, so no story is better than the other. But I felt like a lot of this was kind of redundant, and she kind of strayed from kind of, I know she's talking about her experience and she's very much tied in with the kind of church community, and I'm not religious in any way, so that was kind of boring. Like, I just literally skipped those sections when she was talking about church because I'm like, I don't really care about this. But I did enjoy her experiences, especially growing up and her learning about, like, she should never like put her hands in her pockets when she's at a store, like learning about those things, and just like the racism that she kind of had to learn to experience, and how she learned to kind of accept and love her blackness, I think was my favorite parts of this. So there were some parts in here that I did like, some parts that I didn't, but overall I gave this a 3 out of 5 stars. I think it's a very good memoir of kind of seeing what her experience is, and it makes you kind of, especially as a white person reading this, you're kind of along for the ride as like looking at it from the outside in, and I think it kind of gives you a different perspective on kind of the black woman experience. So I think this book did a good job of that, but like I said, I didn't enjoy a lot of the things in here and that were like church related. So yeah, it was good in her kind of experience of racism, but not so much on the kind of heavy on the religion. And then I also got this one as an audiobook from the library, so I'll quickly kind of pull it up because I listened to it a little bit in the evening, so I'm like 33 minutes into it. I got it from the library, and it's like a 3-hour audiobook. So I was reading the reviews of this one on Goodreads, and people said the audiobook was really good, so I was like, you know what, I haven't listened to an audiobook in a long time. So, and it's also narrated by this author, but I think I definitely like this one a lot more than the I'm Still Here one, and it's written from the author to his son about different kind of things in that have transpired within kind of current events in killing of black people from police officers, and also he's talking about his experience growing up and how it may be a little bit different than his son's now, and like what he has to look out for. So I'm definitely liking this a little bit more. I think this one was too heavy on the religion for me, but she's still, her experience is still very valid, so I did enjoy reading her experience. But yeah, I'm really liking this one so far, but it's a nice snowy day out. So yeah, I'm gonna finish washing my face and all that, have some breakfast, and then I'm gonna do some grading and listening to this audiobook and all that stuff. So if I can finish this audiobook today, I will be on track for finishing 3 books this weekend, so that is very exciting. Alrighty everyone, so it is Monday morning now and I'm just doing my reading vlog wrap up, but yesterday I ended up finishing Between the World and Me, which was really good. I liked it so much more than I'm Still Here, which I gave Between the World and Me 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a very interesting memoir, and especially because it's written to his son, I thought that was very interesting, and I liked how it was presented, and it had a lot of important themes in there as well. I do find, like, with these types of books, like even like self-help books, like I find that it does tend to get redundant because it's kind of talking about the same thing over and over again, just in different like presentations. So that's just kind of my picky thing with like nonfiction, but I did really enjoy that one so much more than kind of the other one. So yeah, I was able to finish 3 books this weekend, which I was very pleased about. I did the 4 Winds by Kristen Hanna, which was amazing, 4.5 out of 5 stars, I'm Still Here, and then Between the World and Me. So it was a very good reading weekend, which I'm very proud about. And then I started to go into Beneath the Keep by Erica Johansson, which is the prequel for The Queen of the Tearling, and I read the first page and then I was like, you know what, I've been doing a lot of reading this weekend, I might as well catch up on my show. So I caught up on The Good Doctor. So I did that, and then we watched the Super Bowl, I crocheted something, and then I went to bed at 9. So it wasn't that exciting of a day, but in terms of reading it was very good. And then I also read about, over this weekend, 60 pages of Stamped from the Beginning, which is honestly tremendous. It is very well researched, very informative, and yeah, I've learned so much. And I think it's good to kind of do it at like a chapter or 2 at a time, because it is such dark subject matter that it takes a little bit to kind of, you know, really process everything. So I've been really liking that one so far. But yeah, that's kind of it for the reading weekend. It was a little bit cold out, so we couldn't really do a lot of like walks with Tucker or anything, but and it's gonna be cold next weekend too, so it'll be a long weekend next weekend, so that is exciting. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading vlog, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.